Hello, chocolates and chocolates in between chocolate birthday for another video review. It's the Cadbury Top Deck. Yes, milk chocolate and white chocolate. Simple as that. Limited edition, back from 1993. Yeah, I remember this from when I was a lot younger, basically. It used to be, I don't know, yeah, well, I always sort of viewed it as a top shelf product. It was one of those where you always saw these like Cadbury Dairy Milk and Flake and all these sort of regular sort of style bars, but then on either the top shelf or on some like separate part of the sweet shop, essentially, like maybe bits that are hanging off, I don't know, like on a railing or something a bit higher up, basically above all the regular sweets that are in all the display. There'd be things like the Top Deck, essentially, and I never had it. I don't know why. I think I always wanted it, but I think it was always like either too big a bar or too indulgent or something like that. And my dad would just never. I don't know if I asked him really. I don't know. I just remember seeing it, and I must have asked for it. Surely, surely I would have asked for it, but I never had it, basically, and then it disappeared. But it was a bit more. It was a bit more of a decadent looking bar than this. This is a regular bar, if you know what I mean. It's the Top Deck originally was, I think it was like a sort of Ritter Sport shape, like a square shape, quite thicker than this. This is quite thin. I'm sure it's quite thin. I could be completely misremembering it, but I remember it being like a. There was a few of these bars as well, and I don't remember the other ones. I only remember the Top Deck because it just stood out so much. And I could be misremembering this, of course. It's a long time ago, but I just remember, there was lots of square chocolate bars from Cadbury and maybe some other companies, but I specifically remember, I'm sure there's more than one. I don't know what the other ones were though. And Top Deck was one of them, and it always looked a really decadent bar. So yeah, well, we've got this one now. This is a limited edition one. I mean, first of all, when I was doing a live, I showed it on Stash Watch, and Jao from Brazil thought it looked like a slice of toast. And it does. If you look at it from about that distance, that does look like 3 slices of toast, doesn't it? It really does look like 3 slices of toast. So yeah, so it's not the. I mean, it doesn't. They don't look that great. They immediately strike me as being too thin, too flat, and not enough white chocolate. And Cadbury has a thing where they release these bars, which are milk and white chocolate, and invariably it's always like 75% milk chocolate and 25% white chocolate, something like that. It's always very much more milk chocolate than white chocolate, and I feel this is probably going to be the same. What does it say on the back? Anything of interest? But it says there. Well, there we go. Actually, I was making up that 75%, but you can see milk chocolate with white chocolate 25%. So I was, I probably had read that before, but I couldn't remember that. So there we go. So it is literally 75% milk chocolate, which I think immediately, yeah, it's ringing. My spider sense is tingling basically. Now I do have this one to review. I'm going to review this next. I might do a comparison. This Choco milk and white. I mean, look at that. You can clearly see there. It looks to be more. At least 50-50, maybe even more white chocolate than milk chocolate. But anyway, I'm going to review that soon, so keep an eye out for that. But there we go, yeah, so here we are. So what else is on the back? Anything else? I mean, we've got the calorie information things. Let's go through it. So 400 grams, 534 calories. So pretty much over the middle of the 500 to 550 calories that chocolate plus 10 to 100 grams that I've experienced on this channel. 30 grams of fat, 17 of which are saturates, and per 3 chunks, 22 grams, 118 calories, 6.6 grams of fat, 3.8 of which are saturates. And there we go. We are passionate about our great quality Cadbury products, not completely satisfied, get in touch, stuff like that. 110 gram bar. So obviously for the whole bar you can add 10% onto that, so it's about just under 600 calories. Sort of, well, I'm assuming, at least that's my guesstimate. 100% sustainable source cocoa, Cocoa Life, bad and fair trade. There you go, education and entrepreneurship we provide makes up empowered farmers and thriving local communities. All right. There you go. You used to talk about empowering women and all sorts of other things, and they've rescinded on that by the looks of it. I'm not sure. Always seemed, well, anyway, if it's of interest to you, I would always look into that. I would never take it at face value. 100% is a very bold claim, and also all these things. I don't know. I would look into it if it's of interest to you. Right now, milk solids, milk chocolate, milk solids 20% minimum, cocoa solids 20% minimum, conservative fats in addition to cocoa butter. All right. Okay. Well, I don't know if there's much more to say, really. It looks very nice. Looks like a typical Cadbury Dairy Milk product, and it's got the 1990s style wrapper, which I do like. Although it doesn't quite work. I don't know. It's I don't know. I think it's the length of this isn't quite right. The size of it, I don't know. But I guess it's to differentiate it between that and the Dairy Milk one. But it's not quite right. Basically, it doesn't have the nostalgia value that the Cadbury Dairy Milk one did. It's just not quite shaped correctly, but nonetheless I still like it. But I don't like these. They do look like slices of bread, I must say, and they don't look flat either. They look like they're sort of curving upwards. It just doesn't look very good, that graphic at all. I'm not a very big fan of that. All right, Okay, beatrice.net. Yeah, so I don't think there's much more to say other than the fact that it says, yes, open and reclose there. Alright, so I think we just need to move stuff down and, well, do the open part. So let's do just that. Okay, everyone, okay, we're going to give this Cadbury's Top Deck an open, and why not? Milk chocolate and white chocolate. So let's get straight into it. So time recording done about 1,100, if not 1,200 reviews. So if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to if you've not done so already. And somewhere in the corner, I'll link to place all the other reviews, most of the related ones, such as other Cadbury reviews of white chocolate and milk chocolate reviews maybe. I don't know anything else I can pick up, so after you like, subscribe and watch the video, go check this out. I've enjoyed this too. Well, there we go. So it looks quite nice. It looks better than that graphic on the front, I must say. The graphic on the front there. This does look a lot nicer. It does look pretty good, actually. It does look pretty good. I like the look of that. Yeah, I do like the look of it. So, although it does look a bit amateur as well. You know, it does, I don't know. I mean, it's not just the fact it's bled over in some places. I'm not really talking about that. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't really look like I don't know. I've seen Cadbury products look a lot better than this, basically. I feel like the toast example on the front, although it looks a bit rubbish, I feel like that sort of shape, even if it was flat and looked a bit was better, basically, would work. You know, that sort of the curves on the side of the top segments, things like this. I think that would look quite good, but here it doesn't have that. It just looks a bit more like an own brand product from a supermarket, basically, I would say. It's not the best looking product, but nonetheless, it's a 3x5 bar. Let's give a bit of a measure, shall we? Got the calipers here. Let's give it a measure from the width. Let's see. Okay, 7.5. And the height, 8.89 millimeters, pretty much. In between the segments, 6. Okay, get the old measuring stick as well now to measure the length. Caliper's not quite long enough. Alright, let's have a look. It is about 15.5, 15.6 maybe. Yeah, not bad that. Not bad. Alright, so let's give a bit of a snap. Okay, got some segments here. Single segment. Now then, I'm going to try and cut it in half. I don't think I can snap it. I think it's a bit too difficult to snap, so I might just give it a cut. Let's see. Yeah, so you can see there, the white chocolate is literally just the top part. There's definitely more milk chocolate than white chocolate. Interesting, it doesn't label it as Cadbury white chocolate, does it? It just says white chocolate. I assume it's Cadbury white chocolate, but it doesn't label it as that. Yeah, perhaps we can kind of potentially sort of measure the height of the white chocolate. It's about 3 or 4 millimeters, and the milk chocolate is about 6 millimeters. And of course, it's wider as well. About 2.1 centimeters wide. The white chocolate. The milk is about 2.6. All right. So yeah, plenty more milk chocolate basically. Well, it's, as I say, it's what is it? 1:4 ratio, something like that. I'm not sure. Is it a 3:1 ratio? I think it's a 3:1 ratio. I know what I can't remember ratios now. I think it's 3:1. I think that's right, isn't it? 75% milk chocolate. So, but anyway, let's set myself up. See what it tastes like. Okay, everyone. Okay, we're going to do this Cadbury's Top Deck limited edition, back from 1993. Yeah, a taste, and why not? So I've got a segment here. So let's just give it a go. Let's do it. It doesn't label itself as dairy milk, but I feel like it is. I could be wrong. Let's say it's not labelled as dairy milk, but it does still come across slightly dairy milk-like. Do get a bit of velvety taste from it. What do I think? It's okay. I mean, it's all right. It's just there's nothing really dramatic about it. I say it might be dairy milk. It might be more of a twirl type chocolate. I'm not too sure. I say it's not labelled as dairy milk, so it does have the dairy milk look to it. I'm not really getting the dairy milk experience specifically. The problem with these white and milk chocolate ones is they often just water each other down. So rather than getting the sort of white chocolate experience and the milk chocolate experience, you get like neither of either of them. Neither of either of them? Is that, yeah, well, anyway. And that's kind of what you've got here, really. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I've had this before with Cadbury's products like this, where they've done these two, sort of a mix of milk and white chocolate with the Christmas ones here with the Christmas trees, and some of the ones, I think they did one with Easter as well. Let's give another segment a go. I mean, it's not bad, you know. I'm not really getting a white chocolate experience. I'm not getting a milk chocolate experience. I'm just getting a chocolate experience, but it's a bit hard to discern what it really is. I mean, it's not bad. It's just not really much of anything. I can't really tell you whether it's good or bad because it's not really anything. You know, it's just. I mean, it's not horrible. It's nice to eat. It's chocolate, but there's not really much else to it than just saying it's chocolate. Really, you know, it's not an unpleasant chocolate. It's not. It's I guess it's a pleasant chocolate because most chocolate is if it's not unpleasant. But it just doesn't come across as anything really. I feel like I'm not getting anything from it. I can't say to you, yeah, that's. I can't tell you anything really good about it other than the fact that it's not bad, you know. And that's basically it. It's not. It's just chocolate, and it's not. Doesn't have anything negative about it. But there's nothing really positive I can say other than the fact that there's nothing negative to say about it. So it's the definition of an average chocolate product, really. So yeah, so I think by definition, my average chocolate rating is a 3 out of 5. So it's a 3 out of 5. I haven't really got much more to say. There's just not. I could labour the point, but there's just not really anything to say about it. You know, it just like if you have a twirl or something, you can think of the texture, you can think of the taste, the experience, the snap. If you have a flake, it's the crumbliness. If you have any chocolate with anything in it, you can sort of talk about what's in it. But this one, because the white chocolate and milk chocolate just don't work against each other. They don't allow each other to come out well. And because the chocolate, I thought maybe it was dairy milk earlier, but I feel like if it was dairy milk, it would have more of a velvety taste. So I'm not sure it is really. I think it's probably more like the sort of twirl style chocolate. So yeah, so as I say, yeah, it's just a very definition of an average chocolate bar. Really, it's just not really. It's just pleasant. It's nice to eat, but there just really isn't anything to say about it. You know, it's just chocolate. So yeah, even though it is white and milk chocolate, there, you can't really discern either of them particularly, other than just thinking it just tastes like chocolate. There's no real white chocolate taste. Not getting anything catching the throat. There's no real. I mean, there's a milk chocolate taste more than anything, but it doesn't really stand out in any particular way. This is the very definition of an average chocolate, really. It's just nice, and that's about it. So yeah, 3 out of 5 basically. It's a very disappointing one, this one, but I had a feeling it would be this way because it's just the proportions. I don't know, just don't lend themselves to really being something that would stand out, and the fact that it might not be dairy milk as well, it certainly doesn't help. Alright guys, let me know what you think of this one, if you've had it, what you thought of it. Again, it's a limited edition product, and it's a typical limited edition one. It's a typical limited edition product, basically, because, you know, that I guess in the back of my mind now I'm thinking, well, I guess I'm now thinking about it, that rings alarm bells as well, because it means they've got no real confidence in the quality of the product, and it's basically just another take of one of their, you know, sort of Christmas Easter type products where they have, you know, a bit of white chocolate and milk chocolate mixed together, and they've basically just redone it for this Top Deck one. Yeah, and it's just a typical limited edition product. You'll have it once as a novelty, and that's about it. And I'm sure the real Top Deck had more going about it than this. I think it was a better quality product. But as I say, it's been a long time. But I feel like it would have been. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. See ya.